finished reading Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. It's the first book in the Cassandra Clare reread that I'm doing with Danielle. Danielle is not finished with hers yet, but she should be done soon. We've planned a day that we're going to come and film, and I'm really excited. I'm going to give this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars. There's one thing I can't get over, and I'll explain it in the review. I just can't get over it. I don't know why, but I love this book. It was so weird rereading this book because all of these relationships are not really like, I guess to me they're like starting over, and I have just like, I know these characters and I know how the relationships play out, so it's so weird watching it kind of start again, but I'm excited to keep going. I'm gonna kind of read a refresher book because I can't really binge series, so before starting Clockwork Prince, which I'm excited to read, I just don't want to kind of like bog myself down with a bunch of Shadowhunter like politics and stuff, so I'm just gonna read another book and then go into Clockwork Prince, which I have time for because today is Wednesday and we do the review on Tuesday, so I have about a week to read another book. But basically, that's my kind of first reactions. I really love this book, and I'm so excited to, like, rewatch these relationships play out. It's so great. I love character relations. I love characters, and I'm so excited. So, yeah, here we go to the rest of the review. It's me, Jessica, and I'm here with Danielle.
Hi.
And today we're going to be reviewing our reread of Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, the first book in our Cassandra Clare reread. Did I hit you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I hit her with my book. Anyway, so she literally just finished this book.
For the second time.
For the second time. And I finished it about a week ago. So, yeah. Ready to do this review. If you haven't read any of Cassandra Clare's books, what have you been doing with your life?
It's true.
It's, yeah. This book, the main character is named Teresa Gray, or Tessa, and she comes to Lynn for the first time, and it goes really well. And,
she gets kidnapped?
Yeah, she gets kidnapped.
By witches. Slash demon.
Yeah, slash demon. Is captured for 6 weeks, and then is saved by a really hot guy.
Yes, the most beautiful man she's ever seen. I think I can find when...
Oh, I know exactly what page it is.
Do you know what she says?
Yes, because I quoted it. She goes, "He had the most beautiful face as she'd ever seen," and I was like, damn straight, I freaking love him.
He's on the cover of the book.
Yes, but his face is like covered, and it's not great.
It's not gonna focus.
It's not gonna focus.
Well, you get the gist.
Yeah. So it's a great book. It's, I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars.
Where'd the 1-star go?
It's just because, like, it was kind of slow in the beginning. Like, I was into it and all, but it was just, like, a little slow, and because it was, like...
What?
She
can change into other people.
I know!
Also, he literally rescues her.
Yeah, and then it just gets kind of slow because they're just trying to build everything up. Anyway, so we're gonna go into spoilers right now.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go.
Okay.
So who's your favorite character besides Will Herondale?
Besides Will?
Besides Will. Cannot pick Will.
And this one,
Jem.
Yeah.
Jem. Besides Will, it's gotta be Jem. He's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, I mean,
because Will is such a dick in this one.
Tessa is... I like her, obviously, but she's really... It's hard because she's not, like, confident in who she is yet.
Yeah, I mean, she says something about, like, when she finds out that Charlotte fights, she's like, but she's a woman, and I'm like, girl!
Yeah. So I think she might be my favorite in the second book.
Yeah.
But
this
in
one,
the third book, obviously.
Yeah, but this one, it's Jem.
Yeah, I don't know. I obviously love Jem, but... Yeah, I'd probably Jem. Because I can't think of anyone I liked more.
I thought Magnus had more of a
I
love Magnus. But like in this book in particular, because I know he shows up in the rest of the series, but in this book I thought he had more of a part than just showing up at the party.
Well, he will now because in the epilogue Will went to see him.
And then in and the prologue of Clockwork Prince, which I've read, which is the only thing I've read of Clockwork Prince so far for the reread. But I thought I remembered him having more parts in this book, but I guess I was just melding the books together.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He's my favorite character in all of the books. Like, in all everything.
Magnus Bane is
He's
Faye.
the most consistent character.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. He's just such a good character.
I'm really excited for the like rated R version that she's writing the stories with Magnus Bane. Do you know about those?
No.
Yeah, she's writing adult Magnus Bane
stories. You
stories.
did tell me that.
Yeah.
Because the Bane Chronicles I've read.
Yeah, the Bane Chronicles I haven't read, but I know are kind of like
and I always like really, really loved him.
Stuff. Yeah.
But the Bane Chronicles were like, yeah, he's my favorite character.
I don't, like, I have multiple different favorite characters, you know? There's
I like Alec too.
Like,
except he's in a different
like,
series.
Alec is meh for me. I mean, but I love
I like
Isabel.
him with Magnus.
And I love, like, Clary and Jace. Like, he does things that I like, and then he's a little annoying, especially in City of Fallen Angels. But we're not there yet, so whatever. But
at least it's the shortest one.
It is the shortest
I'm
one.
looking at them now. That's why I'm not looking.
They're like,
because they're right there.
They're beautiful.
Oh, you got the freaking door, you thinking bitch!
Keep that up.
Take that. Okay. Yeah. It was okay. So I told you this, but I haven't told the video, so I want to tell the video. I go away.
Are you doing a video?
Yes.
Cool.
Cool. Anyway, so I had a shut up.
Are you still doing the video?
Oh my god, I'm gonna murder him.
Are you still doing the video?
Yes.
Cool.
He's waiting out there. You can hear him smile.
I can hear him smiling.
Anyway, so Janet. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. So, I told Danielle this, but it was really weird seeing the beginning of these relationships again, because especially with Charlotte and Henry, because they're so kind of like, they're married, but they just feel really separate as a couple.
Yeah.
And I know that throughout the series, throughout the trilogy, they get closer and they kind of like tell each other that they love them and it's actually real and they didn't just marry each other for convenience. And
Yeah, and also
I really miss that.
with Will too, and the way he acts in this.
Yes. And even though I know that he's cursed,
Yeah, he's not.
it's still like, well, why you gotta be a dick like that?
Honestly, I forgot about what he said to Tessa on the roof at the end of the book.
I remember.
When he was like, well, now that you're going to be here, you're available, you're telling me that you're going to be here available to me whenever I want, as long as I want.
Yeah.
And that, I forgot that happened.
When I first read this book, I was always really confused about their first kiss in the attic. Because he was so, like, into her, and then he just pushes her away. And I remember, because he thinks he's cursed, but I didn't know that the first time reading it. So it's like, wait, why is he pushing away? Will, what are you doing? You like her, obviously.
That's the point.
Yeah, and then, yeah.
That was why she did that.
I know, I'm just like, this makes a lot more sense now.
It does make sense, and I'm catching stuff that I didn't catch before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not catching really anything that makes me think that, reading it again, that, like, was a hint that Mortman was the Magister.
Yeah. I never thought it was him first reading it.
Or this, I mean, I knew it was him the second time.
I mean, there was just so much evidence for De Quincey being the Magister.
But I didn't catch anything the second time either. I was like, I wasn't like, oh, I missed this the first time. Like, obviously it's him. Like, there was nothing.
Yeah, because it's like, why would a mundane be the leader of a supernatural cult? You know?
But it's like
with like
De Quincey was our red herring.
Yeah.
And
a really good one.
Oh yeah. I like half felt bad that he died because he was breaking the law.
Yeah.
But he wasn't.
I didn't really care for him. Like, besides what happened with Camille, there wasn't really anything to develop him very much.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah. But Camille, I forgot about the whole her falling in love with a werewolf thing. Yeah, because all I remember is her being a complete, like, bitch within the Mortal Instruments when she shows up.
I don't remember her in the Mortal Instruments.
She tries to break up Alec and Magnus, and then she succeeds.
Because she's jealous.
Because she's jealous, yeah. Nate, I hate him. I hate him so much. And, oh my gosh, Nathaniel Gray just needs to die.
I mean, he does.
He does, but like he needs to die right now. Spoiler! This is like a spoiler for everything. But like right now, he just needs to like he just needs to go. He just needs to go. And like knowing what Destiny's gonna do throughout the trilogy as well, I'm like she needs to go too.
I forget what she does. Don't.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything.
Because I read this 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago.
5 years ago.
So like I don't remember everything.
Yeah.
I barely remember Mortal Instruments. And I read these books first.
Remember a lot. I read them based on when they were published. That's how I read them.
I read them based on when they're supposed to be read. This is a prequel series. You read it before the real one.
I feel like you get more out of it if you read them through when they're published because when these start getting published, Cassandra Clare starts putting nods to that series within the Mortal Instruments. So you catch them as they're getting published. That's just me. You read them however you want to read them.
I read them like chronologically. But I remember these more because I liked these more.
I like these a lot, but I do remember a lot of the Mortal Instruments. And I do remember a lot of this. I'm really excited for book 2 when Gideon shows up and then Gabriel starts... Well, Gabriel's still kind of a dick in the second book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Gabriel's a real big dick.
I like really don't remember. I didn't realize how much I had forgotten until I started reading this book.
I mean, as I was reading it, I started remembering a lot more of it. I knew that I was really nervous for
I remembered certain parts. I was like, oh yeah, I've read this before.
Yeah.
But I didn't remember like details. Because I was like, why is Will acting like this again? And then you were like, he's cursed, and I was like, oh yeah. Which is a big plot point.
But yeah. And I like how in the end he cares for Tessa so much that he's like, I need to break this curse, and he goes to Magnus, and I'm like, yay!
But it's not even a curse.
It's not even a curse.
Do they find out that it's not a curse in the second?
In the second book, it's like right after Jem proposes to Tessa, and Tessa says yes. It's like right after that.
I forgot that.
Like right after that, like I believe the next chapter after the proposal is him finding out he's not cursed, and he goes to tell Tessa. Like literally, Cassandra Clare had made it so stressful. I
forgot that happened.
Yeah.
Well, we know she and Will get married.
Yes.
So it's fine, but it's still frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
I forgot that. No, I remember that Jem and Tessa got romantic. I just forgot.
I mean, I definitely see it within this first book too.
I can see that Jem loves Tessa, but he's
being very subtle about it, and she's not picking it up.
And she's so enthralled by Will that she just doesn't even see it. And I feel bad because I don't know.
Because like Jem doesn't die. He becomes a silent brother.
Oh my god, you're right.
How do you not remember these
Jessica,
things?
I told you I forgot.
Oh my gosh.
You're right.
Like she does a death scare because Will's like going to find Tessa.
She does a death scare in every chapter. It's torture.
Yeah, but I'm excited to continue on with the rest of the series. I got those conflicting emotions again between Will and Jem. I was like, oh, Jem was such a sweetheart. I was like, but Will has these like intense moments with Tessa, and it's so great, and I love him. And then he's a dick again, and I'm like, Jem is such a sweetheart.
I feel like out of the two of them, I would choose Will. Not based off of what I know already, but based off of because like I can just tell that relationship would have more like
passion,
be more intense. Yeah.
I think you and
Jem's would be healthy and great.
You and I are really good with like being sarcastic and like sarcastic banter. So we would like Tessa is afraid at the moment. She's afraid to like throw back at Will. Later on in the series, she's not. But right now she is. And you and I would be like, we won't mess. You can't mess with us, Will. We'll like come back at you with some
my
snark.
lips.
Yeah.
I would.
Oh my gosh. So Charlotte and Henry. I love Henry and I love Charlotte.
I feel bad for Henry.
I feel bad for Charlotte because no one respects her, and I'm just like, respect the lady.
I feel bad for Henry because he's obviously very smart.
Yes.
He's just so wrapped up in like his work that he's sometimes just oblivious to other things that are going on. But that makes people think that he's stupid.
But he's not.
When he's He literally fights with the clave and he lives every time.
Yeah.
So, like, what does that tell them? Still, they think that he's dumb. And, like, he's saved people so many times, and he knows so much about the automatons that, like...
It's useful.
He's invaluable.
Yeah.
And it's just... we're, like, gonna start the second book right after we stop filming this video.
I am excited for
and I'm
the
gonna read it
progression.
faster this time.
Oh my god.
Because my problem with this one was, I didn't have a problem with the book, but we started it right after school ended.
Yes.
And I was still in the mindset of, like, I can't read, I have work to do. But I didn't. So it was hard for me to, like, be okay just, like, reading. But now I'm fine. Because I read, like, how many pages did I read today? Like, just today?
You probably read, like, close to either 100 or 50 or something like that.
Because I remember I was here when I started the chapter about Jem's condition.
Yeah. I wonder how she got that idea of, like, him being a drug addict.
Well, because
drug addict.
opium was really big in London at that time.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I feel like... But it's not even opium that he's addicted to.
It's a demon drug. A demon venom or something.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
everyone thinks it's opium. How long does this book... Like, a week?
Well, okay, so,
6
like,
weeks don't count. That doesn't count. The story takes place over, I want to say, like, a month? Not
even that, probably, like
2
2
weeks?
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird reading a book and being like, the timetable's like 2 weeks.
Or, like, 3 days.
Yeah.
And it's, like, a 600-page book. And I'm like, well, this was 476.
Yeah.
And at least my copy was. And
That's my copy.
476.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, but mine also has a short story about Magnus.
I want to read it.
Yeah.
Is it in the Bane Chronicles?
No, it's not. It's basically Magnus is. It's the present Magnus, I guess, looking through a trunk of stuff, and then he finds a picture of, I think, Will, Tessa, and Jem.
I want to read that.
And then he's about to vow that he'll never get involved with shadow hunters again, and then someone knocks on the door, and I'm like, what if it's like Alec or something, or like it's a shadow hunter, and then he's about to vow it, and then like someone knocks on the door, so he gets up to go answer it, and he never completes his vow, and I'm like,
wait, I want to read that.
After this, I'll let you read it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I read slow, so I'll start reading that, and then you can, like, easily catch up with me. But yeah. And then I believe Chairman Meow is also in it, so yes.
He doesn't have the cat yet.
Well, Church. We got Church now. I thought Church was book 2. I thought Church comes in book 2. But I guess I was wrong. He comes in book 1.
It warmed my heart when Jem saves the cat. I forgot about that. I remembered about the cat. Because when I saw Church, I was like, oh,
Church.
Because I forget stuff and then it's mentioned in the book and I'm like, oh yeah, so like I had it, but I just forgot.
I'm excited for book 2 when Tessa shifts into Jessamine and then they go to that party, Will and her go to that party and then they end up making out. I'm excited for that part.
I forgot about that.
I remember that part very clearly.
You need to tally all those things, all the times that I say I forgot about that. And I go, oh yeah. Like when I pushed you when you said he became a silent brother and I was like, oh
yeah. Oh my god, so halfway reading it, when, there was just that, like, mention of, like, Tessa hating chocolate, and then she was like, oh yeah, my brother sent, like, tea and chocolate over from England, and I was like, chocolate was poisoned. I forgot about that. That's how her aunt died.
I didn't remember that.
I was like, I even have it on my little blog post. I was like, side note, I just remembered that this is how Tessa's aunt dies.
I forgot that.
Oh my god.
What number is this? Like 15 that I forgot stuff that happened?
Like,
I did not even catch that, and when he mentioned it, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Because I didn't even remember. So it surprised me.
Chocolate. Yeah. It's like, how could you hate chocolate?
I forgot that Nate was the one that killed their aunt.
In this book, I forgot, what I did forget in this book is that nothing is revealed about Tessa and how she's actually part shadow hunter. Oh, I forgot. Like, I just forget everything. Yeah, so I thought that all was revealed in this one, but I guess it's the second one.
Honestly, I think it might be the third one.
Is it the third one?
I think.
Yeah,
you can't reveal everything about her before the third one.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because that one has her on the cover.
Because her mom was a shadow hunter taken when she was a child by fairies and switched with, like, a sickling child. And then, so she grew up thinking she was mundane. And then, Mortmain was like, ooh, what if we, like, have her have a demon baby that'll make it a warlock without a mark, because she was never marked as a shadow hunter, which is, like, whatever.
I forgot about that. Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
I have really great memory about books. Don't ask me what I ate yesterday, but I'll tell you what the book is about.
I can do that with some books. Actually, that's a lie. No, I can't. Well, actually,
I remember a lot from The Lost Heroes by Rick Riordan. I remember that book very well. Least favorite character. Honestly, Nate. Like, he sold his sister.
I was gonna say Jessamine, but she's...
Like, Jessamine...
She has her own issues, and she's the way she is for a reason.
Yeah. With Jessamine, like, in my mind, she's slightly redeemed because of what happens later on in the series.
Also because even in this book, she's saving them still.
Yeah, like...
She saves Tessa's life twice. And even though she, like, resents being a shadow hunter and living in the Institute, like, you know she's still, like, is a good person.
Deep down, she's, like, a shadow hunter.
Also, I love when her wit comes out at, like, the perfect time. Too.
Yeah.
Because I just don't like how superficial she is.
Yeah. I'm excited
But obviously
for...
Nate, because he played everyone. And he's so...
Except for, like, Will.
Well, duh.
Yeah, like, Will was just always disgusted with Nate, and
Nate's just pathetic.
yeah, yes. I am excited to see to reread the progression of, like, Sophie's character, because, like, her and Tessa end up having this, like, great friendship, and that's not in this book, and I'm like, you guys are best friends, like, act like it, but they just met, and it's like...
Well, they're slowly...
Yeah, they're slowly getting there.
Because Sophie's, like, disclosed some things about her old boss, but not enough. To where, like, Tessa knows how she got the scar.
Yeah, I think I know she got the scar. Well, I think Charlotte did.
Yeah, Charlotte did, but Sophie didn't. Because didn't he throw, like, a vase at her or something?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite scenes is when, when Will and Tessa are yelling at each other in the hallway, and then he asks, like, do you want me to apologize for kissing you? Like, I don't know why, but I love that scene just because there's so much sexual tension. You're like, these two are gonna get together.
Yeah. I know, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for the second book. Because now they actually know each other.
Yes, and their
so
relationship can progress, and it's going to be wonderful.
Yeah. It's just going to be hard because at the beginning of the second book, there's still a lot of issues between Tessa and Will, which will be frustrating.
Yes, but Will is trying.
Yeah, but he needs to tell her.
I know!
So that she doesn't.
And then at the end of the second book, Will's sister shows up.
Cecily?
Cecily.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
Do we find out what happened with Gabriel Lightwood's sister?
No, but I think that's going to be addressed in the series that's about Tessa and Will's kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was always confused about what happened, because I know she became a Blackthorn. Like, she married a Blackthorn. And then she went a little cuckoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I remember.
Oh, yeah, the worm.
Yeah, the worm. I really couldn't get it.
That's in these books?
That's the third book. Gabriel shows up at the Institute and he's like, Dad's a worm. Dad's a worm. And then Gideon's like, yeah, we already knew this. And Gabriel's like, no, he's literally a worm.
I forgot
and then
Gideon was Gabriel Lightwood's.
Yeah, they're brothers.
And then Gideon and Sophie.
Gideon and Sophie get together.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because I remember, so they make mention of Gideon.
They do, that he hates Will more than Gabriel.
Yes, and then he goes, I know he's at the Spanish Institute, one of the institutes in Spain, and then he comes back and he's like a completely different person, and he's like really sweet. So
I can't wait. I'm
excited. So we're gonna go. I guess we could just start this book now. So that is the end of our review for Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. Really good reread. I'm just so excited to continue on.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna read Clockwork Prince.
Yay!
Yay! All right. Alright, so if you like this video, please give it a like and comment down below. And make sure to subscribe and ring that bell as well so you can get notified when I make a new video. I post a video every Tuesday and Friday. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I will see you in the next video. Bye!
Bye!